You see the real me, a disaster, secrets that I keep locked like a monster.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Darkson Gaming. My name is Chris, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the purple stone that you can purchase during the 6th year anniversary, and who I recommend you should probably go ahead and pick up. Now, before we get started and all that, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you guys are going down and hitting that red subscribe button if you're new here, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, so that way you can be notified every time I'm uploading new videos. And then if you did like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because it really helps out the channel and everything else. So, 6th year anniversary, purple coin, or purple stones. This is a pretty cool thing. That these are set up to be purchased. Typically, they're right around about $44.99. Not only do you get one purple stone for that price, but then you'll also get somewhere in between 77 and 100 dragon stones to be able to use. So it's a pretty good deal when it comes down to it. Especially if you need some of these different characters that they have, and you can go through a couple different lists. Now, the way that it's set up is that you can actually purchase up to 3. And if you purchase 3 of the Dragon Stones, then you're able to actually turn around and purchase 3 units. And one of those units are an LR. So you kind of have to go through, this is the list. They're pretty much like all original units, the original LRs that were out. And these are now starting to get their awakening. We have already had the LR Broly and then LR Gohan that have had their EZAs that have been completed. So you have to kind of take a look and think about, like, well, who could they turn around and change? But first, looking at these people right here, I mean, any of these units could be on any banner. They're not featured. You could get them multiple different ways. So this is just kind of like that extra added bonus you could turn around and get. Probably out of all of these units here, you know, Goten and Trunks are very good. You've got Tapions that are great, and then you also have the Golden Frieza there, but they're probably like some of the best. I mean, I guess this AGL Bardock's pretty good, but definitely don't make decisions based off of those units, just because there's other things that you can obviously use your stones for that are going to be much, much better than these guys. Now, as far as the LRs, if you really have your heart set on a specific LR, the ones that I would probably recommend going for, the first one would probably be this guy right here, the Broly. I mean, his EZA, he is by far probably definitely top 5, potentially top 3, depending upon who you talk to. So I don't think too many people would disagree. If you do not have this guy, this is a great opportunity to turn around and say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and just pick him up. It's better than using the yellow coins, because obviously the yellow coins can be used towards newer and better LRs. But this guy right here would be a pretty good choice, probably followed up by Gohan. I mean, Gohan, yes, I understand some people are not happy with the way his EZA turned out, but at the end of the day, he is a very viable unit. And the best thing about EZAs is they're taking people, I mean, this was like, I think he was the first summonable LR, or Broly was. I always get those two confused. Well, let's see here. 2017, and when was Broly? May of 2017. So yeah, I mean, you're talking about this guy right here is like the first summonable LR that came out, and he's viable again. You can use him, and he's 5 years old. That is still good. I mean, they basically just fixed his defense issue. But if you didn't want to go ahead and get one of these 2 units, probably the next one that I would suggest to get would be the Bojack. And the reason why is because Bojack will end up getting an EZA, and Bojack, with the link leveling system, got a huge boost with Big Bad Bosses, mainly because all the links come together with the STR Bojack, which everybody pretty much agrees is one of the best units in the game as far as TORs go. So definitely who I would recommend. Now, obviously, any of these people could turn around and get a very good EZA. I have this feeling Mighty Mask is going to get some crazy EZA. I don't know why. I mean, they've done a lot with hybrid Saiyans this year. So, you know, between him and potentially Trunks, they could really do some pretty crazy, amazing things. And if they could just fix the key issue with the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, then he is going to be probably the best LR, because when he came out originally, he was the hardest hitting LR. Hardest hitting unit in the game. And so obviously he's aged, but with any of the updates stuff that's going to be coming out, it's going to be pretty good. So next, you can actually turn around and only spend 2 of your Dragon Stones to pick up some of these units. And these are going to be all your category units with pretty much one of their best linking partners. So that's the way they have this set up. I mean, obviously, if you don't have STR Jiren, pretty good choice, because this Topo is amazing. I mean, I don't have this Topo. I mean, I've got to seriously, you know, wonder if that's going to be a good choice, you know, if I were to turn around and decide to do this. So a good unit there. But looking at some of these, I mean, obviously Turles has been on a lot of banners. If you don't have him, though, he's a great unit for everyone. Gogeta is probably a little bit old. Full power Goku's a little old. Hopefully here you've got the Blue Evolution Vegeta that's going to be getting EZA. So, I mean, some of these guys, but I'd probably say out of just base of these units that who's viable. I mean, obviously we know this Ultra Instinct Goku gets a category lead, so it's pretty good there. And then actually kind of scrolling down here just a little bit further, MVP 17 is another good choice to be used. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, heck, if these category leads turn around and get boosts like Ultra Instinct Goku did, I mean, it's going to be pretty good. Not to mention you get Whis to go along with it. So this would probably be the first choice I get. But honestly, these units are not, in my opinion, anything that I need. Now, at the same time, I have a lot of these units rainbowed. Hence the reason why they're just not on my radar at all. But, you know, you just have to depend upon how your units are, how your gameplay is, and what you want to do from that point. The next is that you could spend just 1 unit, and when you spend just 1 unit, you could get any of the original 120 leads. And if you turn around and spend 1 stone, I mean, obviously we've gotten everyone's EZAs except for the Super Saiyan 3 Goku Angel, which we should probably get during Tatabana. And, you know, good opportunity to kind of wait and see what's going to happen there, and be able to kind of choose. But, I mean, me personally, I think this guy right here is, you know, one of the best units for new players that you can get. If you're a brand new player coming on board, I would seriously consider picking this guy up, just because he's going to make levels so much easier with his additional attacks. Now, yes, you're not going to be able to get his Z Awakening maybe right away, but, I mean, the fact that he is able to counter super attacks, I found using him and then also the Vegito very, very good when trying to complete story events or quest events, that I was just, you know, you have to fight a lot of enemies, and these guys just make it much faster. Probably then next, you have, I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I mean, his ZZA was absolutely amazing. I mean, definitely follows right up with Goku's EZA. I mean, either one of these 2 units, I mean, if you're just looking at everything as a whole and you want the best units, I'd probably say those are 1 and 2. Pick your order for who you like better. Personally, I always thought that Vegeta was going to be better than actual usage. I found out Super Saiyan 4 Goku, in my opinion, was better, because once he got his defense built up, I mean, that was it. He was pretty much set, ready to go. Another great unit to be able to do is going to be this Goku Black Rose. Now, mainly because he's able to boost extreme class units and then also increase the attack, and then he himself gets a better defense. I mean, he's pretty consistently going to be hitting 3.5 million if he's paired up with the right person. It all depends whether or not you have other Roses you can team him up with, things of that nature. But he's a very good unit that you could also potentially consider getting. Super 17, love this unit. I mean, this unit is, I would probably say out of all the units, his was the most impressive as far as going from the before Z Awakening to the EZA. So, I mean, he just doesn't take damage. He turns around and ends up, once he gets attacked multiple times, he just really boosts himself up. Not to mention the fact that he gives target Goku allies critical chance to hit. Greatly raises his own attack and defense while greatly lowering the enemy defense. I mean, he's a great unit, again, if you need a great tank, and he's on a number of really good teams that you could turn around and utilize him on. Let's see here. Who was the last? That was the Gogeta. Alright, so Gogeta, obviously, we believe we're going to be getting a new Gogeta, so I don't know how viable this guy is going to be. I like him. I mean, he's good on the teams that he's good on, which is pretty much going to be your Super Saiyan, your movie heroes, your fusions. We predict that a new one's going to be coming out. I do not think it'll be named Super Gogeta, not that it matters with the same name update that's going to be coming, but some definite really good things to come out from there. So those are the units that I think they're going to be pretty good. I mean, obviously, if you have a lot of Majin Buu units, his was pretty good. And then, obviously, you have Janemba. I mean, any of these units would be pretty decent. But those were all my recommendations. So I hope that's really helped you out. But let me know down in the comments below what you think is going to be the best units to be able to select with the purple stones. But otherwise, that's it. That's today's video. Thank you very much for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.